Hello, good morning students. Please subscribe the channel, drop a like, share and comment. This is SSC previous year dictation exercise number 2 on the speed of 100 words per minute. Start. Mr. Chairman, Sir, I thank the United Progressive Alliance government for introducing this National Rural Employment Guarantee Bill in the House. I consider it a historic event. Sir, we have been making a demand for this kind of a bill right from the beginning. It was our dream to bring about betterment in the lives of the poverty-stricken peasants who have been associated with farms and fields since time immemorial. We were determined to endeavor for their economic development and to raise their living standards. Therefore, this bill is an important step towards the realization of our dreams. It is not only significant but also historic. I wish to stress this point in this august house because today the term village has become synonymous with poverty and unemployment. As soon as we talk about a village, it brings to our mind the unemployed and poor villagers who are toiling hard for 2 square meals a day. Even today, the poorest of the poor are facing starvation. I am almost certain that this bill would provide relief to all these persons and raise their living standards. This would help the last person in the village to get economic and social security. Sir, a point has been made that this bill has the provision for upliftment of crores of rural poor. It has been mentioned in the bill that it would help the 80 crore poor population of the villages. I am happy to say that this bill has the unanimous support of all the sections of the House. Sir, today our major achievement is our overflowing food grains stock. Today our workers, laborers and the last man of our society are involved in producing food grains. These people produce all the wealth. We are proud of these people. This also includes the women laborers engaged in agricultural operations. Our biggest achievement is the surplus stock of food grains. This bill has been brought in to improve the lives of those people who produce this food grain stock. This bill has included the total rural population in it. In addition to people living below the poverty line in the country, the poorest of the poor among them have been included in this bill. As per the estimates of the Planning Commission, the total population of people living below the poverty line is of the order of about 27%. The bill has also envisaged implementation of the scheme in a phased manner throughout the country. I am of the view that in regard to implementation of the scheme, priority should be given to those districts which are the flood-prone areas or drought-prone areas or where there is waterlogging. Sir, there is a mention of urban poor in this bill. These urban poor are those people who have migrated from villages in search of employment. Today, about 20 lakh agricultural laborers have migrated to other cities in search of employment. Once the employment is provided to these agricultural laborers under the scheme, it will stop migration and we will be in a position to increase production. This bill is surely going to achieve its objective. The lives of the poor people will change and there will be economic changes if more and more jobs are provided to them. This bill will finally bring justice to the poor people across the country and integrate them into the national ministry. I have no hesitation in stating that the credit for this vision goes to the chairperson of the United Progressive Alliance. Today, the greatest malady that affects a man is unemployment. It robs a man of dignity, of self confidence, and of the loyalty and respect of his loved ones. Unemployment undermines motivation. It undermines stability, ideals, and beliefs. It results in frustration and anger. It results in turmoil and instability. Employment and progress are the two sides of the same coin. In a democracy, one cannot go without the other. This bill will result in the creation of national durable assets. These assets will bring back employment as well as generate in harnessing of irrigation resources and infrastructure. It will provide income to the poorest of the poor and reduce seasonal migration and urban rural migration. It will provide opportunities to families who can send their children to school. It will provide families better health and better education. It will also give greater economic bargaining power to traditionally disadvantaged groups. This will ultimately bring an equitable social order in the society. Sir, there is a criticism that this act will result in corruption and execution of the schemes. There is no doubt that there is corruption in our system. There is corruption in our public distribution system. There is corruption in our anti poverty program. We must remove this disease.